All right, here we go. We have a special edition. You call it the National Champion edition of Knights Table Media here today. We got the champs in the building. So here, take it away, gentlemen. Go ahead and introduce yourselves for those who may live under a rock and don't know who we have on the show today.
Awesome. I'm Brady Schlensker. I'm a freshman in SVU.
I'm Jeremy Brown. I'm a senior.
Sam Canlin, I'm a senior.
Ezra Career, I'm a sophomore.
All right, here we go, fellas. All right, so coming off the national championship this past week must feel pretty cool. It's been quite the season as start of the season, nationally ranked number one. A lot of pressure. Obviously, you're getting everyone's best shot because they want to beat, the best team. So, walk us through what that was like being, preseason ranked number one, coming up short last year. So now you got everyone's, gunning for the top dogs. What was it like start to finish, kind of having that target on your back all year?
Well, I feel like last year after we lost, we had one goal in mind. That was to win it all. We didn't really care too much about having a target on our back because we kind of had a target on our back all last year.
Yeah.
And we realized then that we're going to get everyone's best game, and we kind of just got to play our game. We had to realize that if we work our best and we get as good as we can be, no one can hang with us just because of the sheer talent and camaraderie that we have as a group.
Yeah. I'd kind of go off of what Jeremy was saying. After the loss last year, I remember we were sitting in the locker room. One of our assistant coaches just said, remember how this feels. Remember how this feels as you go into the summer, as we go into the off season, as we go into the fall. And for me personally, I don't speak for everyone here, but that is what really pushed us to the next level and pushed us to leave no regrets. And we have so many seniors, and in our last year, leave no regrets in our last year. It was, I personally didn't really care about the number one in the country or anything like that. I knew, as Jeremy said, that we were going to be getting the best game out of every team, but we just didn't want to lose again. That loss to NYU in the quarterfinals was just hurt so much that we just fought so hard to just not let that happen again.
I'll keep you guys good. I'll keep it rolling. I do have an interesting question for the corner gentleman here. So we got the freshman and the sophomore. So obviously, coming as a freshman, they lost in the national championship. So you're kind of like, what's going on? What's this going to be like? What was it like coming into a locker room where, you got some dogs in here, the best team in the country? What's that like, coming in as a freshman?
It was cool to see the determination each of them had to win and win at any cost. Every single player just had that look in their eyes that they would do anything it takes to win a national championship. And so being able to learn how to practice and how to grind on the court and practice every day from these guys was super cool.
Yeah, and kudos to the freshman class. They really, really hit the ground running. And, we told them at the beginning of the year, like, we aren't stopping. We're not waiting for you. We're going all gas, no brakes. You either hang on for dear life and hang with us, or you don't. And
Yep.
they all held on tight. We had some close calls, but they're all there for us. They were hanging in there really well. All the guys that came in.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't go without shouting out Brady Dastrup. In the Final Four, I went down with a pretty bad ankle injury, and a freshman coming in to the Final Four, it's probably a lot of pressure. But like Brady was saying, with all the determination and hard work we had in practice, Brady was ready. He was ready to go, and I'll always be grateful for the freshmen that the underclassmen just in general for always being ready and putting in the hard work to be ready, even with if a senior went down or the senior wasn't ready to go.
Yeah, no, yeah, I love it. And I think that's just so important to have kind of the depth. And we talked about this in the first time Jeremy was on the show, is kind of the depth and building that camaraderie and the brotherhood, and just diving that a little bit, a little deeper as far as like the brotherhood and the chemistry and things like that is for future athletes that want to come to, play at SVU, play volleyball, keep that tradition alive. What goes into that, being a brotherhood, and, what can they expect, and, kind of building off, the dominant program that you guys have continued to roll out here?
I'll take this one, boys. But what I said to that is that the brotherhood here is just it's impeccable. If I had to say, like, we're not the type of team that wouldn't leave a man behind. We had like some rough moments with some teammates where they're not playing well and they're upset and they're talking to us and they're venting to us how basically they feel like they don't deserve to be on the team. And we've had a moment where they even offered to like quit the team, but we told them, like, no, you're with us, and like we're as strong as our weakest player. So, we're not. That's not the team that we are. So, yeah.
Such
a good answer.
That's beautiful. Well said. Put it on a poster.
Yeah. No, it really. And speaking, when I came in as a freshman, those guys that were here before, right? Cougar, Kaipo, Paul Canlin, they had this foundation for us. I hit the ground running my freshman year with those guys pushing me, and it was really cool to just kind of have a blueprint of what a good team culture needs to look like. And obviously, we had to put our own little spin on it, right? Every team's different, every individual is different, but just having just the basics of what we need to do in order to find the camaraderie that's gonna make a successful team is awesome. So shout out to the guys who came before, because without them, this doesn't happen. So.
When I think it goes to show, from my notes, we got Virginia in the house, New Mexico, we got Pennsylvania, Arizona, and we're all over the map here. So I think that's really cool to show, as well, to kind of future, I guess, goes for all the sports, right? The wide, vast variety of where the athletes come from, and that you guys can come together and, be so dominant. And I want to go back into being national champions here. So walk us through what that was like winning it, the final set, winning the national championship, raising the trophy, the bus ride back. I mean, I'm sure you guys haven't slept. You've just been partying until this interview. So, give us the inside scoop here.
I can go. For me, it was super special. Like I kind of talked about before, but seeing all the older guys celebrating and how much it meant to all of us, but especially how much it meant to them. And I mean, these guys have worked their butt off every single day on the court, in the weight room for however many years, and seeing all of it finally come into one thing for this whole team was so special. Like, I mean, multiple people just brought to tears. I mean, I was close there for a little bit, and it was just it's a feeling that I've never experienced in my whole life, and one that I'm never gonna forget.
It was very special for me. This is something I'm never gonna forget. I mean, this is just something that I've dreamed about ever since I picked up volleyball when I was an eighth grader. And what was so special for me though, was it was very hard to know that I wasn't going to play in the game. I had sprained ankle, and Jade was going to get the call to be the starting opposite, and it was just so special to watch him thrive in the championship game. For two reasons. Number one is we played Springfield earlier in the season, and same scenario. My body's made of glass, so I got hurt in that before that game, and so Jayden had to go as the starter, and he didn't have the game that he wanted to have, and we ended up losing that game, and he was just so excited and ready to kind of show Springfield and show everybody that the last time we played them, that wasn't Jayden Hall. And so it was so special to just see Jayden come in and just kind of, I don't want to say redeem himself, but show his true self. And then also to just, Jayden and I have been competing for the opposite spot for 2 years, and just he puts in so much hard work. I mean, that guy's starting at any other program in the country, but he stayed loyal to us, and he stayed here with us. And this is a guy who wakes up at 5 a.m. and goes to the gym and serves in the mornings. And to see all that hard work pay off for him was extra special for me. Just a very good friend of mine, one of the many brothers that I have on this team, and I was just so happy for him just to be able to see him get that moment. So
love it,
baby. Come on,
guys, you want to go?
No, you guys answered perfectly.
that's perfect. All right, so I just curiosity. We got, like I said, a wide variety here. Some seniors, freshmen, sophomore. So what's next for each of you in your careers? Are we playing overseas? What are we doing? Off season training might be too soon, but what's next for the Knights here?
I'm next. I'll tell you that much.
There we go.
I lost my mind in this game. I decided I'm going to stay here in BV for the sole reason of volleyball. I'm not taking any days off. I'm just working on my vert because that's the only thing these boys had on me. So for the future of SVU, I can say confidently, I'm next. No more Christian Schaefer, no more Jimbo Brown. You know, it's time for Isaac Carrillo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do. If
Local
I
stuff.
correct me if I'm wrong, but you do bounce higher than most people
Oh, correct.
from
No,
from what I've read.
There's video evidence.
I do statistically have the highest bounce in the
Okay.
season so far.
Isaac, what's your bio on the
On my bio, it's bounces harder than you, and I showed that, and I showed my teammates that, and
Yep.
they showed me respect after that.
I'm sure, yeah.
And I said, and then you're so local. I showed that over and over again with my aces. You know, statistically, if I remember what my coach told me, he told me that half of the serves that I get in are aces. So if that's not local, I don't know what is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you nailed it. Well, the stats don't lie. You can't fake the numbers, you know?
But for the future of SVU, it's looking bright because I'm there and I'm him.
All right, Timothy's in the building. What do we got next?
I will say the future is very bright for SVU. We do have Isaac coming back. Tom Peterson, Gabe Wagner, they're going to be reloading the program. We're going to be in good hands. We'll probably be, I feel like we will be championship contenders again next year. But unfortunately, Jeremy and I will not be there. I'm looking to go into the sports industry. So my major here is business management. I really love the marketing side of things. So I'm going to try and find an internship just to kind of get my career started there and see where life takes me.
Perfect. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. I accepted a job to be a grad assistant coach. I'm going to be coaching the next 2 years at Springfield College.
Here we go. What a twist. I was not prepared for this. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to us here.
So I'm going to Springfield for the next 2 years to get my master's in athletic leadership and to help be an assistant coach and then play an absolute ton of grass volleyball. Try and beat Christian Schaefer one day in grass volleyball. That's my goal. All right. Okay.
I will not be coming back next year. I'm serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints in Brazil. So that's my plan for the next 2 years.
Okay.
With the Lord.
Good luck out there doing your time. And then I gotta give you guys the floor. Any last words? Any last comments you want to make to the fans? You know, family, whoever. Kind of close us out here.
I mean, I think Isaac Creel's next up, but I think Cristo said it best when he was on Kyler's shoulders when we got off the bus in front of the school. And I really couldn't understand him. But the gist of what he said is we did this for you, referring to all the people that came before, all the alumni that played for this team. We did this for the students that came to all our games that packed the barn. We did it for the students who drove an hour there. We did it for our families. It's nice to hold up the trophy, but it's amazing to know that no matter what happened, we still had a great support system behind us no matter what. And we really felt that last year. After that loss to NYU, I was devastated, but it was the people here that lifted me up and gave me the confidence to, work hard enough to get it the next year. So for others.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going to go right off of what Jeremy said. He took the words right out of my mouth. The fans, all the support, the donors that helped the students get in for free for some of those games, for the playoff games. It helped us dramatically, to just know that, after every point we scored, like we'd bring energy, but the fans would bring 10 times the energy that we brought. And, I'm sure the many athletes that are watching this knows how that is. And it was just incredible to just have the entire fan base of SVU behind us. And it felt very special. We felt very loved. We felt very supported, and we couldn't have done it without them. So 100%. Really appreciate it.
I'll say, well, hey, thanks guys for jumping on. Like I said, I know you're got busy schedules now that you're national champions, you getting stopped in the street, kissing babies, doing that whole deal. So I appreciate you jumping on, and sharing your experiences, and looking forward to, doing this again next year and the years to come with future national champions from, any other sport now that we've broken into that fine air of being a national champion. So thanks for coming on again, guys. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.